Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Have You Heard? I'm Richard, and today, seeing as last night most of you probably had a party or at least stayed up late to see in the new year, we're going to take things a little bit gently today. And we're going to listen to Joni Mitchell. This is our fourth Joni Mitchell video. We've done Cold Blue Steel and Sweet Fire. We've done Harry's House, Centerpiece, and we've done Down to You. So here we are. We're doing Don't Interrupt the Sorrow, which of course is the second song that we've done from the Hissing of Summer Lawns. Now, we talked about this album when I did Harry's House Centerpiece. So if you want to go back, newcomers, and have a look at that, it's on a Joni Mitchell playlist that I've created. And we talk a lot about what this album was all about, and it was about the suburban struggle, both the city versus the countryside, and also the struggles in those boxy houses in the suburbs, the struggles between husbands and wives, men and women. And this song is no different. In fact, it's pretty much the archetypal marriage the problem with marriages kind of song. That doesn't sound very clever, Richard. I could have put that a little bit differently. But what it's talking about, from lots of reading up that I've done, and lots of times I've listened to the lyrics and tried to understand them as best I could, it seems that it's very much about the struggle that women have with the old-fashioned patriarchal attitudes of men and society. Heavy stuff. Richard, this is supposed to be a peaceful, quiet little song to ease us into the new year. Well, it is if you listen to it, but if you want to go deep into the lyrics, it's a little stronger than that. Let's listen to the song first of all. The music is absolutely amazing. So tasteful, and yet so many beautiful passages. The playing is superb, and we'll talk about some of the musicians when the song's over. But you've got Joni and her wonderful voice singing lyrics that really bite home. But it's all packaged in this beautiful sound. So let's listen to it. It's Don't Interrupt the Sorrow, as my Spotify turns off. Okay, here we go. Don't Interrupt the Sorrow from The Hissing of Summer Lawns, released in November of 1975, 50 years ago.
Don't interrupt the sorrow. Darn right. In flames our prophet, which is speak a light. A room full of glasses. He says you're Notch's liberation doll, and he chains me with that serpent to that Ethiopian wall. Anima rising, queen of queens, wash my guilt of Eden, wash and balance me. Anima rising, uprising in me tonight. She's a vengeful little goddess with an ancient crown to fight. Truth goes up in vapors, the steeples lean. Winds of change, patriarchs, snug in your Bible belt dreams. God goes up the chimney like childhood Santa Claus. The good slaves love the good book, a rebel loves the cause. I'm leaving on the 115. You're darn right. Since I was 17, I've had no one over me. He says, enemy rising. So what? Petrified wood, processed tall timber down to rock. Don't interrupt the sorrow. Darn right. He says, we walked on the moon. Be polite. Don't let up the sorrow. Death and birth and death and birth and death and birth. He says, bring that bottle kindly and I'll pad your purse. I've got a head full of quandary and a mighty, mighty, mighty thirst. 17 glasses, Rhine wine, milk of the Madonna, clandestine. You don't let up the sorrow, he lies and he cheats. It takes a heart like Mary's these days when your man gets weak.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And for 50 years now, I've been listening to that song regularly. Um, it just brings me a sense of inner calm, while at the same time exercises my mind. Firstly, let's talk about the music. Um, the percussion, John Guerin on drums and Victor Feldman on congas, provide such a jazzy, interesting kind of basis for the song. And Wilton Felder on bass is gorgeous. His playing is so melodic, it's beautiful. Then you got the two guitarists. You've got Robin Ford on dobro and the great Larry Carlton on electric guitar. And those how his guitar floats in and out of the song is absolutely stunning. And of course, Joni's acoustic playing, which is on a par with anybody else of all time, just creates it creates the atmosphere from which everything else just plays around. It's absolutely gorgeous, and you can sit down and re-listen to the song numerous times and pick up different things in the music. Concentrate just on the music, and it's a joy. But then when you start listening to the lyrics, and I guess it takes time to actually read the lyrics because it's poetry. It really is. And I take exception here to magazine articles and Wikipedia articles that state that this is a stream of consciousness song. It isn't. It certainly isn't. Stream of consciousness is just words coming automatically out of someone's mouth. Every single word in this lyric has been considered and planned out. There's a meaning behind everything, but you just have to dig a little deep into it and think about it a little bit to find the meaning. And there are many, many articles that have been written. You just have to tap in "Don't Interrupt the Sorrow" into Google, and you'll find essays on the subject. Um, it's about the struggle women have with men, and the way that men's problems are kind of all loaded onto women, and it's been like that for centuries. I mean, the line, "In flames our prophet witches, be polite." That's all going back to the days where they burnt witches at the stake and all of that time. Um, Women since those days have been struggling to have to deal with the inadequacies of men. And everything is all about that until you get to the final line, which just about sums everything up. "It takes a heart like Mary's these days when your man gets weak." Wow. Take that, guys. So here we go. Women's Lib in 1975. People don't call it Women's Lib now, do they? They call it something far, far more meaningful. I'm being very old fashioned there. But it's poetry. It's poetry with a reasoning. It's poetry with a meaning. But it's all wrapped up in beautiful music. And what better way to start the new year than listening to Joni Mitchell? Yes. I feel better now. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. We want to get out to as many people as possible, and the algorithm will do that if we like and subscribe. Please feedback. I love reading the comments, and we're getting more and more comments now, which is really fun, and it's so enjoyable. I'm also learning a heck of a lot from all of you who are putting comments in. You're pointing me in different directions to music that I haven't yet discovered, and this is exactly what I wanted to see happen when I started the channel just 3 or so months ago. My education continues apace, and lots of you know all the music I've been playing. A few of you are being very kind and telling me that you hadn't heard this stuff and how much you enjoy listening to it for the first time. So that is a bonus as well. So please put your feedback below. Today is New Year's Day. It's a quiet day for many, I'm sure. Maybe this video will pop up on your feed and you can take 10 or so minutes just to listen to a gorgeous song and some funny old guy rambling on about it afterwards. Anyway, that's it for now. Like and subscribe, as I say, comments below, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Have You Heard, which will be tomorrow. So until then, cheers everybody.